Our first story, which is a sad story, which is Breath of the Wild 2 has been
Dun, dun,
delayed.
dun.
Yeah,
Delayed.
which sucks.
And just just a random delay into like spring 2023. No date still. Um, yeah, it's depressing, man. But okay, here's my thing though. Do you
Yeah,
think they are delaying this to release it side by side with maybe new hardware?
that's what a lot of people are saying. And that is
Mm,
that is definitely like a good guess. It feels really like gross. Nintendo's starting to like this whole
yeah.
thing like also kind of like pulls me onto the fact that I feel good. Nintendo feels kind of gross now, man. Like if they really did this because they want to hawk another like 4K Switch, which I will happily buy. Um, you know what I mean? If they like that, just kind of sucks
Yeah,
that they're just gonna do
yeah.
that, and the fact that they've just been like, how unprofessional do I like? Does it feel like from these companies where they're just like, oh hey, uh, yeah, no, it's especially Breath of the Wild. Like, what are they doing that's taken them 5 years on an engine that they already have? You know what I mean?
That's what I was
Like,
thinking, and we were
like,
we were discussing this even last week, I think,
yeah,
where it's like they already have like when you make a sequel and you're using kind of the same engine and the same design, because
yeah,
it's not a brand new. Like I know Zelda's changed sometimes when they
hmm
jump from, but this is not. It's Breath of the Wild 2. It's not a
yeah.
new one. So they already have the foundation. What is the holdup with the like? What are you adding to this game? Oh, now you're fighting the sky. Like, what do you mean? Like, so what?
Yeah,
Like. It's not. It doesn't make a 5 year wait. You're right, or even more now. Um,
delay is too much. It's
delays.
way too much.
I I know a delay is never like it. Obviously, will help mechanics and the game and polish, I guess.
hmm
But
Yeah.
there comes a point where you just there needs to be a tighter release schedule for these things.
Like if it was coming out this time and they just wanted to run me on the hype train the entire time up to that, that's fine. But stop
Yeah,
telling me one date and then say almost a
yeah,
year later, like Jesus, like that's
yeah,
way off.
yeah.
That's not like a
A
month or
spring
two.
like
Like
that's not summer. It's just delayed to the summer. Like a
yeah,
season.
yeah.
That's
No, that's
polish. But if you're delaying a year and it's still not a date, it's just spring. It's like, where are you in this game right now?
yeah, right. I mean, I
You
guess. I mean, I
know?
guess. I mean, I'll wait. I'm in the kind of camp that I'll wait a little bit longer if it's going to be good. I'm fine with that.
Sure,
I mean,
sure.
I bought Cyberpunk for $90 or $80 or whatever, and I
Hmm.
don't even know if I'll ever go back to it because when I started playing it, it was such garbage. I didn't like. I feel
Your
like
first
kind of
impression was so
betrayed.
bad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I feel sort of
yeah.
betrayed. So that kind of
And
stinks. But
yeah, and and I like I was just saying, yeah, like it's not like a delay has hurt the game as far as it's made it worse gameplay wise. It's not about that. It's just about it's like yeah, I'm cool with waiting if it needs to be done, but this is just a lot and too much. And I did the opposite with Cyberpunk, so I still haven't played it. And
oh
I
really?
because I saw yeah, because I saw that stuff immediately, and I was like, no, I'm not doing this. And then they took it off the PlayStation Store anyway. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna wait. And they said a year before they had, and they just released it, right? The new fixed versions, um, not too long ago. So I'm gonna dive into.
If you played No Man's Sky, you really will enjoy yourself right now if you started off.
Still enjoyed it, but I get what people were saying and why it took some heat.
Mm,
Um, it did like it was just very repetitive and it wasn't a fulfilled game. Yeah, so what if it's this huge, massive galaxy? You still can only do a certain amount and it gets you do the same thing. But that's a game, and I really, you know what, man, I give them lots of props for sticking to it and turning that into an enjoyable experience.
yeah,
Because
no,
I
that's
heard that they
great. Yeah,
fixed it. That's
that.
great.
I don't think that is applauded as much as it should be. The
You're
fact that
right.
they
I think
did
so
that
too,
is
man.
just
They
amazing.
didn't give up on that. They didn't just be like, okay, whatever, let's move on to something else. These dudes fixed that game, man, and they did it
Yeah,
right. And it's been years. It's been many years since that was released.
maybe we should play it
So,
just to
yo, we should let's put
give
that
him
on the
some
bucket
love.
list
Let's
there
put it on
for
the
us.
bucket list for sure.
Um,
Okay. So we were talking about
so
last week.
maybe new hardware with Nintendo.
Yeah.
Who knows? But anyway, we're sick of the delays, Nintendo. Stop doing this.
I
and
just
we're
like
not
just
happy
like
with you right now anyway.
I'm not happy with them because of so many things though too, like the way that they handled amiibos and you know, and there's so many
Yeah,
things that
yeah, yeah.
grind my
No,
gears about
they've messed up a
Nintendo.
lot of things.
Yeah.
I agree.
So well hopefully they won't screw this up. But I
We'll
mean the
see.
game will be
Spring
fantastic.
2023.
If
God.
the game could be like Breath of the Wild in the sky, if that's all it is, and people would love it. You know what I mean? The way that the
Of
first
course,
game,
it's
like,
not gonna fail. It's not like it's gonna
mm,
fail when it comes out. That's not the point. No,
yeah,
absolutely not.
exactly.
See, but yeah, oh, that brings up a point too. Remember when the first Breath of the Wild came out? It was right at the end of the Wii U cycle. It actually came out for the Wii U, right? As well, like I with the Switch. 'Cause it was right at that
Yeah.
transition
It
time.
was it was
It was.
well, they Nintendo seems to really like to do that, right? That was
Yeah.
that seems to be the way that they do bridge systems because that was also Twilight Princess also did that, right? They had it for
There you
both
go.
systems.
There you go.
And then I think that was the last time, right? Or
But
was it?
like, so that kind of
Uh,
gives credence to that thought of they're waiting until they release a new hardware with this, maybe too.
Yeah.
That's
And I mean that's cool.
that could
I
go a
really
couple
like
ways.
my Switch and I think that I
Sure.
even feel like when they made the Switch it was too weak. So hopefully
Right.
they really do because oh my God, they're rolling in money now. It's sold like
Rolling.
everything.
Nintendo doesn't have an issue with
No,
anything
they're good now.
regarding
They've
that.
bounced back like so many times. They're like that guy that gets in eighth in Mario Kart and then it gets in first and then gets back to eight again and then get back.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
Nintendo.
You're right.